be out here standing on your business.
Okay, that's true. Do y'all know y'all creed? Yes? No?
What, Champs Creed?
Champs Creed.
I think so.
Raise your hand. Nobody know it? Okay.
You saying the meaning of the champs? Or you saying the other one? Nah, I think yeah, the meaning of the champ is coach you, helping, and making positive success.
Okay. That's a motto.
And then the other one is education exposed, and then what was the other one? Education exposed, and how.
Okay. You got the gist of it. That's what matters.
I thought that was
Okay. What's your name?
Damari.
Your name Damari? Damari, how long you been a champ? A year. You like it? Raise your hand if you like champs. You feel like it's worth being here. Okay?
Huh?
It's worth being here. Yep. Okay. Your name? What? Kamari. Damari. Right? Kamari. Right? Your name? Tyree. You? Demarion. Okay. My man. You? Darnell. You? Horace. I got a homie named Horace. You? Michael. Jadaris. Daquan. And Kamarion.
No, Kamarion.
Kamarion.
Yeah,
Donovan. Hakeem. Hakeem, your family Muslim? Yeah. You been to the mosque? Okay. The one on Stony? Oh, okay. You want to be Muslim? Like, no, ain't you? That's okay. So, what you should get out of champs is the understanding and value of your greatness, especially as a young man, especially as a young black man here in the city. Whether you're from out west, OVs, out south, or even up north. Okay? The main goal is to teach you how to harness and use your greatness. That's a part of their whole criteria, maximizing your greatness. Besides your lifestyle, besides however you lived before, your mistakes, you can overcome all those things to be great. All right? Let me know when y'all ready. Who ballers in here?
Who play ball?
Yeah, who play ball? That's a yes or no. You play ball or you don't. What position you play? Point guard? Okay, so you Curry?
Curry.
Ain't Curry point guard? Okay, who else? What position you play? Everything but point. Okay, so you versatile. You a little LeBron on the floor.
Who?
You
said that?
B?
Mike said that.
He said he's versatile. He said he everybody up under the sun except the point guard. So that means he gonna need you though. You? Every position? Yeah. What you play? You don't play, you just got the basketball, huh? You play football?
He get this
You don't play nothing? You play for fun? Alright, who in the music? In this room? You? Both of y'all? Hey y'all, pay attention. Pay attention. Who in the music? You? Okay. What do you do? Are you a rapper? Are you a producer? Cameraman? Rapper? Is everybody raps?
No rapping ain't for everybody.
Hey, at least he told the truth. He said rapping ain't for everybody.
Got a single deal too.
Who's some singers? What you were singing? Hey, hold on. Singers make a whole bunch of money. I ran into Lloyd. You know what that is? Artist Lloyd? Right. Singers make a whole bunch of money. Don't sleep on singers, huh? What you sing about? You R&B? Okay. Where R&B come from? What R&B come from? What does R&B stand for?
Rhythm and beat.
R&B stands for rhythm and blues.
Okay.
R&B stands for rhythm and blues. Okay? Why do you want to be an R&B artist? Why do you want to sing?
Cause Chris Brown inspired me to be one.
Who?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you want to be the light skin king for real, huh? All right. You dance too?
Nah.
Uh-huh.
I used to. I got 3 sticks.
Chris Brown be having.
Yeah. Now I want to sing because Chris Brown and Michael Jackson.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chris Brown pull it.
They was that. They could dance.
He that.
I didn't had all the hoes, so he's gonna say it.
Good say. All right, so the rappers. Raise your hand, rappers.
One more, say
So who inspired you to rap? Okay, who else?
I ain't gonna lie. I used to listen to a lot of 50 Cent.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Like 50 Cent.
Huh? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I swear I was finna
Yeah,
for
that's
them.
my
I
son.
said, but nah, I used to listen to a lot of 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and what's the folks' name?
Okay.
A lot of it's about Birdman.
Man, Birdman.
Birdman.
So
That's a lot of
Birdman classics, Lil Wayne. So a lot of y'all grew up on Lil Wayne, Carter, sorry for Wade, no ceilings.
Yeah.
Right, them mixtapes.
Probably not a lot of them. They don't know what they love.
Who don't?
Most of them, man.
I'm older than all of y'all.
Okay, what you mean?
I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
How old you talking about the
I'm 20.
Man, you on your old
Some people, you know, they
Hold
were
on,
trying
let me
to
finish.
tweak on Lil Wayne like he ain't still, you know, folks still.
Oh, like you can't rap?
Yeah, folks still rap.
No, he can't rap. He know, he say he can't rap no more?
He tweak.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel? You gotta get away his greatness.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. He's still decent, bro.
Alright, well, let me.
Like,
Eminem. Lil Wayne say Eminem is the greatest. Lil Wayne said that. Alright.
I
So,
ain't listening to E like that, but I like that Cruise Down the Street song. That song is decent though.
Cruise down the street. Yeah, in my 6'4".
Yeah, ain't
Yeah, that's a classic.
Ain't that how Boys in the Hood? I think so.
Boys in the Hood, I believe so. Yeah, Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you about me. Alright, I'm Mr. Griffin, but on the internet, I'm known as Afro the Prince. Okay? So I'm an influencer, entrepreneur, podcaster. Funnily enough, I didn't start off thinking about influencing, getting on the internet, getting 1,000 views, none of that. Okay? We're African print, none of those things. My ideology is that we as black people, especially as black men, no matter where you come from, can be successful, can be great, and should unify. That you have to understand each other in order to get past those stereotypes that you have about one another. Like, for example, y'all probably heard that term, African booty special, right? Have you heard that term? Now, you be honest, you heard that before, right? Okay, and you probably got some stereotypes about what it is to be an African. Like, oh, I know African when I see one. You got the dashiki on, they smell a particular type of way, so forth and so on, right? Yeah? Okay. So, I said, I want to do some research. I said, man, is this true? I said, what does it mean to be African American, if that's the political term that we're going to use? All right, what does it mean to be African American? Now, little to behold, I didn't start out this way, okay? I wasn't born thinking, yeah, I'm finna go discover the world and bring black people together, talk about black economics and black wealth. No. I grew up in a single parent household. Okay. Now, at some point in this story, I probably would sound a lot like a lot of y'all. Okay. Two things I want you to get from this story is that you are not your conditions, and finding your purpose is key. Purpose. So, I grew up in a single parent household. I had what you call frequentless father. I knew who he was, but he did not raise me. And those are his words out of his mouth. My mother raised me. Now, she did the best she could. She's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But love your mother and love the women who support you. Okay, they're doing their best. My mom had to do a 9 to 5, so my sister had to watch me growing up. Okay? Now, life kicks everybody. Life is not easy. And the reason why I say you are not your conditions is because what ends up impacting your conditions is your family dynamic. My sister had kids very, very young. So what ended up happening was by the time I'm about 10, I had to be the mini man of the house. My mother's name for me was old man. So I'm watching babies, changing diapers. By the time I'm like 11, ain't no going outside. My OG at work, my sister still trying to finish school. I ain't got time to play. I gotta watch kids. Okay? Then, what ends up happening is at about 8th grade, I finally come back to the city. So my mom had to move us back and forth. Remember, she's still doing the best she can. So we coming from out south in the hundreds, moving to Dalton. I done probably been to 4 elementary schools by the time I was 8th grade. Crazily enough, I was so happy to come back here. But I didn't realize I was asking my mother to say, man, can you move me back to the hood? Can you move me back to the conditions? I didn't realize that I was asking her to move me back into street life, violence, stereotypes, CPD, police. You know, because a lot of people thought the suburbs was better. Then you had beef. For some apparent reason, suburb kids didn't like the city kids. They was like, man, y'all from the city, y'all think y'all tough with the woo, so got to scrap with them. I'm like, man, I want to just go back to the city, be, you know, with my people. Then I get back here. I meet my homie, one of my oldest homies, my business partner today, Fredo. Met him in like 7th grade. Still my friend to this day. So we chop it up, we graduated from 8th grade. Now I'm 13, 14. Time went by. I'm just not getting outside, right? Sister getting older, kids getting older. Finally get some freedom. Lifestyle wasn't perfect. House wasn't perfect, the condition wasn't perfect. My mother did the best she could. I ain't have fresh J's. I wanted some every day. I ain't have it. So, graduate. That summer. My mother is preparing for me to go to high school. She gets told this story. I went to Harlem, right there on 95th Michigan. Y'all know what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I graduated from Harlem. So, story go around the neighborhood. They're like, yeah, be prepared for when you go in high school, because now you got cliques from over here, 79, 69, XYZ, everybody from the other hood, because in high school, it's not like elementary school. So they ain't people that you going with 7th to 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? You know your homie, XYZ, you meet their parents. Nah. Now you got a buddy from this block, that block. Whether you from a block or not, you know what I'm saying? Whether you living that life or not, you just from this hood. That's how the city works. So I'm like, all right. So there's a story going around that this boy got into it with Click of BDs. Now he fighting every day. So mom over here, she's concerned. She like, man, how you gonna? She like, oh, I hope this don't happen to my son. Because remember, your mothers want you to do what? Be safe. They cherish you, right? They don't want nothing to happen to you. But because of my conditions, and the way I thought I needed to be, because I was the man of the house. I said, well, I got to step. It is what it is. They coming. I got to learn how to maneuver in life. Because high school starts walking you into life. A lot of people don't tell you that. So I said, I ain't going to worry about it. Luckily enough, most of the people from my elementary school or my hood was going to high school with me. So it was cool. Then I started learning about this set, that set, people from this side of the city, people from that side of the city. And regardless of whether or not I was a stepper or otherwise, because I was from this neighborhood, and them my homies, them my brodies, so if they into it, you into it with it. Not gonna let my homie fight on his own. Of course, is that always the best decision? No. So what ended up happening was we get into these brawls, these people from this block, that block, now I'm outside. Up there, it's over with. And I need some money. I gotta keep up with the image. Now remember what I told you, you're supposed to cherish your mother. My mother's the reason I got my first job. Now I'm finna it back. The main reason I went to work was because a lot of people didn't know my mother was having a hard time keeping up with the bills. She didn't want to tell me because she's helping my sister who now at this time while I'm in high school got 3 kids. So now I gotta help OG pay bills. Lights getting cut off, we trying not to be evicted. Moving from here, moving from there. I see all this. And I see all this understanding that, okay, frequent less father. So now I gotta step up. I'm the man of the house. It is what it is. So I'm like, all right. So I go out, she go give me the job at Popeyes in the neighborhood. Now, scrounging for money, saving up here and there, trying to give me some fresh J's. But let's tell the truth. Is the little Popeyes money gonna be enough? No. Do you think Popeyes money gonna be enough for me to help my mom pay some real bills out here? So, what is perceived to be the next option? We outside. We outside, because we need some bread. OG needs some bread. So I'm like, okay. So now, what I didn't realize, while I'm trying to do the right thing for my mother, I gotta look over my shoulder. I gotta make sure Brody don't rob me. I gotta make sure dude don't know where I stay. Can't tell everybody where I'm from, because people are cool with the people where I'm from. Family members, everything. I always got jumped because somebody was my cousin. But these are the decisions that we make because of our conditions. Remember, I said your conditions are not you. Okay, it's not your end all be all. Just because you put in this predicament don't mean you gotta stay in this predicament. Lo and behold, while I was in high school, first time I get pulled over, and I wasn't even driving. Walking home, me and my homies, we walking home from the store. 14, 15. I remember it so vividly because of how scared she was as the officer. So I peep dudes coming around the corner. They walking this way on the other side of the street. I'm like, man, who is that? You know how that, you get that feeling in your gut, like you gotta peep them, like, man, who is them across the street? Woo, woo. So they walk the other way. 2 seconds later, police pull up. Woo! Black lady, waving a gun in my face. Freeze! Man, what the problem is? I look up. 2 seconds later, there's about 3-4 police cars in front of me. I'm 14, 15 years old. Freshman in high school. Boom. Next thing I know, police got me on the ground. It was cold. I remember because it was the winter. Police got me on the ground, face on ice, pistol in the back of my head. First time I dealt with the CPD. Wouldn't be the last time I get pulled over either. I guess they thought, because we all look the same and we all look old for some reason to them. They thought I was grown. I said, no, bro, I'm a kid. I'm in high school. I'm a freshman, sophomore. Because they pat us down. Luckily they let us go because, we ain't had nothing. We ain't robbed no house. Again, that wasn't the last time. So, I'm maneuvering through high school, getting in fights, getting into it with these people. By the time I leave high school, my life been threatened already. Somebody said they're gonna kill me. Outside. I said, man, how do I deal with this? How do I maneuver? Who do I talk to? Didn't have too many people, but I had a counselor. Her name was Miss Graves. God works in mysterious ways when He knows you got a good heart, no matter what your condition is. The reason how I met the counselor was because I'm smoking and drinking. And I started smoking early, like 16, 17. So, the day catch me one day, we had metal detectors when we come through, because you know, we was bad. We had reported somebody tried to shoot the security guard, female though, but you know. So I come through, I'm thinking, the same routine we do every day. You smoke one, spray a little cologne on, you think you straight. Everybody gonna smell you high, you don't know. So I'm walking with my book bag. He popped. Security guard, turbo, pop. He said, hey, step over here to the side. I said, man, what you mean? I'm straight, I ain't did nothing. So, me and my homie, he look at me. Me and him both fried. We like, damn, bro, he got you, don't he? I'm like, yeah, he got me. So I get sent to the dean office. Now, during this year in high school, I was a junior, right? 17. And it was crazy because I was barely passing chemistry class. My mama, the chemistry teacher came up to me a few days before that and was like, hey, look, you need to come to class. I wasn't coming to class, wasn't really going to school, you know, ditching that period, thinking it's smooth, thinking it's sweet. He said, look, you got 3 more months to pass this class, and you can't miss no more days. I'm like, what? Yeah, or you won't fail. This junior year, these are your requirements for you to graduate high school. So, damn, all right. And regardless of certain decisions I made in life, I was smart, I wasn't no dummy. I had AP class. Like, all right, I get it. I gotta go to school. You know, I gotta go to class. Dean popped this paper on his desk. He said, hey, look, you either sign this, because I got popped smoking, you either sign this, or you get 5 days suspension. Right after the teacher just told me I can't miss no more classes, or it's over. You're going to have to repeat junior year. I'm like, damn. All right, we'll see. I got to do what? He like, yeah, you got to sign this paper, go see this lady. Because a lot of the kids in my area, we was smoking, drinking, doing X, Y, Z. It's true. So I'm like, okay, cool, that. I signed the paper. Lo and behold, this is how God works. It's because of that lady, she started my journey in what WIA, or Metropolitan Family Services, the people that work in y'all building, called Work Ready, right? They start teaching you about resumes, you know, how to shake somebody's hand in a meeting, look them in the eye, X, Y, Z. I ain't have no choice though. I'm like, man, when we graduate, I gotta go see the lady. So I go see Miss Graves. And Miss Graves, she counsels me. I tell her about what's going on the street, going on at home, what I'm dealing with. Cause I'm smoking, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody here. My father ain't really here. I'm the man in the house. I got to deal with all this. I need something to relieve pressure, a life. It'd be heavy on your back when you're the only man in the house. Right or wrong? Mm-hmm. Heavy on your back. So, I tell her what's going on. She say, here, I need you to go down to the little Metropolitan Family Center. It's crazy to do, right? It's in the hood. I walk past it every day going down the hill. Right there on her third. I'm like, little building right there? They said, what's that? She, yeah. All right, cool. So I go in there as a requirement, because I got to do all the things to graduate, stay in the program. So I go in there and I work in the program called WIA. So it's work readiness, and they teach you about resumes and all the X, Y, Z. Meet this dude named Mr. Cole. The first man who I would say was truly like my mentor. He actually stepped up and he was like, it's okay about your conditions. You can be successful. He actually took me to a council meeting for the city, and I actually spoke to councilmen. First time, it's the first time I actually started speaking. I didn't even realize. Because he believed that I could be better than my conditions. Even though I fit the stereotype, but I'm a young black man in the inner city, single parent household, you know what I'm saying? We poor, we broke, we in the hood. And you start getting caught up outside, I already got pulled over by the police. So I'm surprised, everybody's surprised I ain't been to jail. As a statistic, a lot of people be surprised that I ain't never been to jail. Lo and behold, thank God. So they started leaning me on a better path. I'm like, okay, cool. But certain things are already set in stone. A lot of my homies, they outside. This is what we do or they do at this point. I can't change the decisions that we started to make. You can only, hey, them the guys. Look out for them, do whatever I can, X, Y, Z. So, I'm 18, graduate high school, luckily. Graduate high school, and they put me together. By this time, though, I'm like, am I gonna go to college? Is college for me? Because when I was in high school, they was like, yeah, just go to college, you gonna figure it out. I'm like, what? What you mean I'm figure it out? What type of guidance is this? You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell me if I wanted to be an astronaut, a musician, a lawyer, you gonna figure it out. Oh, okay, that's cool. Mom still got bills. Remember this, I can't say that. Mom still got bills. Okay, cool. How before college? We ain't get no scholarships out of it. You know, fast only paying for so much. I gotta pay for everything else. So I'm back. I say, man, you know what? I'm gonna take a year off. I got time. I'm young. So I take the year off. I get a security job. I'm still outside. My homie still coming. Hey, bro, you finna come to the block? Ooh, man, come down the hill. I'm all right, bro. I'm gonna come slide and see what you're doing. One night, I'm in a full security uniform. Remember I told you this ain't gonna be the last time I get pulled over by the police. Second time I was in Popeye's uniform. Third time I was in security uniform. For some apparent reason, I ain't in no hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here in no ski mask looking like Pooh Shicey. For them to come mess with me and pull me over. Apparently that didn't matter. It's the truth. Apparently that didn't matter. Hey, what? Man, where is that? First time I was in the Popeyes uniform, I had just got out of work. I was going home. For the second time, actually. But I was going home, right? I'm walking. My coworker, she was like, hey, you want to ride to the crib? Usually I walk, because I only stay like 5-10 minutes. So, I'm like, all right. Yeah, I'll take a ride. I'm tired. We all got our Popeyes uniform, covered in flour. You know what I'm saying? We've been shipping chicken all day. And I'm like, all right, I'll get in the car. 2 minutes later, dicks pull up. Woo! Pull us over. Now, what they tell us is that your car fit the description. The female driver, this is female. Your car fit the description of a robbery, X, Y, Z. We like, what? We like, what you mean? Your car fit the description of a robbery. Get out, right? Gun is drawn. Like, hey, you move, I'ma shoot you, I'ma pop. Me, I knew I seen him. Look in his eye, I knew he was serious. Like, all right, boy, all right, look. Ain't got nothing letting me out. They so petty, I believe it was a racial undertone because these was 2 white police officers. Be up front with you. I guess they feel like y'all doing something wrong, y'all black. They take her to jail, repo the cop. I say, man, that's what they on? Now, of course, being raised in the hood, you know, dicks always messing with somebody. They always pulling you over for something. It's ridiculous. But we was so bad, we footed it down to 111. What's up?
So did they have any problem calls on you?
I like you. What's your name? What's your name?
Demarion.
Demarion? Nah. I didn't even know about probable cause back then. They just, so what you would call probable cause, honestly, what they were saying, the car fit the description, right? Of the robbery or whatever that took place in the area, right? It was a trap car. It was an A to B car. She, you know what I'm saying? She working the Popeyes. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So That's what they claimed what the probable cause for was. But I guess she probably didn't have insurance. I don't know why they took the car. You feel me? But we just felt it was racial undertones because they was white and it was the dick.
So y'all took feet?
Boy, we footed it down there because we were so mad. We were so mad because we felt it was so bogus to take her to jail because she the female. Remember, what Champs teaches you is what? About manhood and standing up for your women, protecting your mothers, your sisters, and so forth. We were so mad because we like, man, look, if you gonna take somebody to jail, you just want to be petty, skip me. Take me, take my Brody. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't take her. That's petty. And it's her comment and let her go home. Because as men, we're raised with the ideology we're supposed to be. To say, all right, we supposed to take the brunt. That's how it go. And that's okay because our women are gonna repay us when they taking care of our kids and everybody else in the family. You feel me? Cooking and feeding. You feel me? So, no, to answer the question, they have probable cause. You got another? So,
Yeah, I got that. So, if that was me, I would have tried to have a lawsuit on the officers. Yeah, like for that charge, I would try to like research if I could get that expunged. That would be like that's me.
okay, that's true. You're right. So what I'm gonna do is, last 20 minutes, I'm gonna do Q&A. Y'all can ask me questions and so forth. And get this started, all right? So, we put it down there. We mad. We bang on the precinct on 111. And like, hey man, let her out. She ain't do nothing wrong. You know what y'all doing? It's X, Y, Z. They all move. They process. They let her out later. She come back to work. I say, man, you good? She say, they good. She get her car out. But that was an experience for me because that was the first time. Well, that was the first time I seen a white police officer look me in my eye. Like, bro, I'll blow you down. I'll kill you. I was like, damn, it's that serious? I'm young. I mean, you know what I'm saying? 18, 19. I keep it pushing. So, I get a security job. I'm thinking I'm doing better, right? I start, my granddaddy gave me that car, I had a Pontiac. I'm paying for it, taking care of it, cleaning it. I'm sliding over little females after we graduate from high school, X, Y, Z, it's up. I'm outside. Hey, I got a granddaddy, boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. You ready? Hey, promise. Fire. Promise fire. I had, great men with pink. So shout out to you, your pink hoodie. Don't let nobody throw shade on you with that pink hoodie. But I had a black and pink suit. Black and pink suit. Respect it, they do. And now, you know, it's a way you wear pink. It's a style to it. But you can't wear pink. There's nothing wrong with men wearing pink. Because I had a black and pink suit when I went to prom. The girl had on all pink. It was nice. Family pulled up. It was excellent. So, one night, I'm 20, 21. I got a security job working for Monterey, right? Monterey actually did a lot for me. I was doing events, I was singing concerts, free football games. It was fun. I liked that job. Well, it ended up, what happened one night, because I was working in the banks. My homie called me, he seen me, he was like, man, where you at? You getting off the bus on 95th? Yeah, I'm getting off on 95th, man, come pick me up. I was like, all right, because I ain't feel like walking, taking the bus to the crib. So I got my little book bag, I'm in full uniform. My homie picked me up. We probably like 2 blocks away from my house. We think we see the dicks on the corner, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't all experience this before, we like, man, they probably mess with us again. Because he had an A to B collar on the traffic. So I don't know why he made this decision. He driving, I'm just in the back. I'm just trying to get to the crib. I ain't thinking nothing about it. We get pulled over. The baddest thing about it, we get pulled over in an alley. No cameras. They come out, whoop! Lo and behold, it's the same police officer that pulled me over when I had my Popeyes uniform. So when he come to the door and he tell my homie that's driving, he say, bro, if you move, I'ma blow you. I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, he serious. Like, he will shoot you. So they pull us out the car. His little officer swing on my homie with the dreads. Stereotypes. I don't know what's up with them having a fence with us and having locks. And, you know what I'm saying? We cool. They be mellow most of the time. I don't know what it be. But, so, They seen me with the book bag, with my book bag, but I'm in full uniform. So I'm not thinking nothing of this. They pulled me out the car, they wet a gun at. I say, what? I say, bro, what you talking about? He wet a gun at. I say, bro, I just got off work. I'm in this full uniform. Like, what? How am I have a gun? How am I any part of these stereotypes that you trying to involve me in? I'm upstanding citizen. I ain't never been arrested. Like, what's going on? They don't care about none of that. You in the hood, you black, you with all these other Negroes at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, oh dang. I'm still going through this. I'm 19, 20, like man, when is this gonna stop? When they gonna stop judging me based off my conditions and where I'm from, and who I'm with, and what we look like? Cause they got tattoos and X, Y, Z. I'm blue. I'm tired. Bro, I ain't got no gun. Just got off work. They had me on the hood of a hot dick car like this. And all my homies, I'm stretched out. I'm like, you ain't never do me this boat. Bro. I'm like, y'all ain't even find nothing. So they let us go. I say, thank God. I don't know if it's the gift of gab. I don't know. I told you, I do not know how I ain't been locked up. It's just, anytime they pull me over, I just, hey, it's the grace of God. So, now I tell you about how I get caught up with my homies, right? Me and my homies, they get into it with people, we from this side and that side. By the time I turned 22, especially before I turned 25, 4 of my homies had already died. One of my best homies who wanted to be a rapper, he was a rapper of the block. Everybody, they had the videos, he was a whole little clique, they showing the videos, he on YouTube. He gets shot down, his name was Cool, called Cusco. He gets shot down because of whatever beef or whoever he was with. The year before that, my other homie Cedric gets shot down. The year after that, after Cool, another homie gets shot down. So by the time I'm like 24, 25, 4 of my homies gone. I just seen them from the block and from high school. I'm like, man, this is tragic. Why is we going through this? This is ridiculous. I'm so done with funerals, I was like, niggas die every day. We die every day at this point. Every day like it's nothing. But by this time, I moved out my granddaddy crib. Shout out to my grandfather, because my grandfather kicked my door in my 20s, early 20s. He kicked the door in. I was upset because he was like, you need to do something with your life. I'm like, what you mean I need to do something with my life? I'm working, got my car. You know, I cut the grass, I'm doing stuff around the house. What you mean? I'm being productive. What he was saying was, it's not that you not, learning in your own way how to be a man and, take care of your own bills. It's why you still at home here? You gotta go out and live life and be productive at the same time. Of course, I felt some type of way. I'm like, hey, Daddy, why you kicking me out the house? I'm like, all right, man, I'm going ahead and go. So I go get my crib. I sell the granddam, go get my crib. So now, I transitioned in the job because I've been working for so long. I done built some experience. I go apply to work for, funnily enough, the Illinois Department of Corrections. I'm like, what? Hey, boy, what you doing? Everybody on the block started calling like, man, you 12 now? You work for corrections? You locking them up? You know what I'm saying? I say, what? I say, no, bro, this is just a job. This is what I do. I don't lock them up. They already locked up. This is just me. You feel me? It's just my 9 to 5. But I did learn a lot. I learned that while we in the system, we as black men, we're not dumb. We're not these stereotypes. A lot of them actually was intelligent. You know what I'm saying? They read books. They spoke different languages. They applied for corporate jobs. And the function, the facility I worked at helped them get a job. So I seen real transition. So when homies try to tell me that I've been locked up, I can't find a job, I don't necessarily believe that that's true. You feel me? You can still be successful even if you do get a record. You know what I'm saying? Either you do end up on papers young. It's okay. So by this time, you know, I'm thinking I'm doing something. I got a little piece of change, got my own apartment. You know, I started dating, of course, in between high school, prom day, had little girlfriends, but I really started to learn about females, honestly, and the function of how you walk as a man in relationships when I met this one girl when I was like 22, because I had my own place. So we was together for like 3-4 years. What she taught me, though, was that you're gonna have bumps and roads in relationships. It's not gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? You can do the best you can with the female, but y'all both have to support each other. So you gotta pay attention when you ask her to be X, Y, Z. Man, can I hold $5? You know what I'm saying? It's not that you don't need $5, it ain't you broke, but is she there for you? And so forth, and are you there for her? Sometimes things don't work out, that's okay. But she did make me shape up because she ended up getting pregnant. And I remember I took her to the hospital. I thought she had food poisoning. She said, saying her stomach hurt. I'm like, I tell the nurse, I say, hey, baby, take the test. They come back in the room 2-3 minutes later. Hey, congratulations, Afro, you gonna be a pappy. I said, what? What you talking about? I say, oh, all right, cool. I got hype. I was gonna call my mama the next day. But she ended up not keeping the baby. It's conditions. She was trying to go to college. She was smart. She trying to get a degree. You know what I'm saying? Them things don't work out. But the moment I heard that, what ended up clicking was I won't be the same way my father was, which was frequent less. Remember, I knew who my father was, and as I got older, I forgave him for not being there. Because truly what I was looking for was trying to get his attention. I'm playing ball, playing sports. I'm doing all these things like, hey, you know, Pops, look at me, talk to me. You know, man, what's going on? I'm doing good. But the moment she told me she was pregnant, my mind flipped. I was like, yeah, I ain't finna be a frequentless father. My son or daughter, whoever at that time, gonna know me. You know, they gonna see me. I'm gonna be there every day, 10 toes down. We're gonna have a different lifestyle than my mother did raising me. Because it was tough for her. I seen nights my mom cried on the phone calling my pops just trying to get me to cut my hair. Or XYZ before I get kicked out of school. She was crying. So I was like, yeah, no, I ain't finna have that experience. So I did learn some things from that. Now, you fast forward, I'm 25. I'm 25 now, but 25 at the time. And I started to discover, because this was George Floyd. He died, right? Y'all know who that is? Yeah? Because that's what all the riots was when we was out in the city, right? And the pandemic happened at the same time. So now I'm stuck in the house. I done seen this man get killed in front of everybody's eyes, all over the news. Racial bias, cop did him bogus. We uproar, Black Lives Matter. At this time, with everything that I done experienced, being in the hood, beefing with dudes, being numb to our conditions, I discovered purpose. Remember I told you 2 things you will get out of this is you are not your conditions and purpose. I discovered my purpose because I started asking questions, because God had us sit down in the pandemic. I'm like, man, what does it mean to truly be black? Like, is we supposed to be this type of way? Is we supposed to be violent towards each other? Like, what is the root of the culture? Like, what it is it to mean to be a black man? What does it mean to be an African? How do I be proud to be African? How do I be proud to be black? So I started doing research. I hopped on the laptop. I started taking ancestry tests. I started Googling stuff about soul food and where the jazz and blues come from. That's what I talked to you about R&B. And I discovered that, oh, we brilliant. We cold from the get-go, from the beginning. We've been cold black men on this earth. From Africa to even present, even in this city. We were so cold, we built, anybody know that we got a Black Wall Street here in the city? Yeah. No? Yeah, what's it called? You know where it's at? So where it is Bronzeville, right now. Oh, you know where it's at? Bronzeville, what's it called? You got 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
This on the spot.
I know, when I was watching the documentary, like about, what's his name? Sam Cooke or something.
Sam Cooke was a great man.
They was talking about, Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
They was calling it Tobacco Road.
Tobacco Road was one of them, but it's called Black and Tropics. That's the big one. It's called Black and Tropics. And it's Bronzeville right there on 35th. Bronzeville is actually way bigger than everybody thinks. But 35th is a strip where we had all the stores, hospitals, police. We was decked out. Couldn't nobody tell us nothing. We ain't need to go and, man, master, can I go use your sugar and eat your food? No, we was straight. Zoop soups, all that stuff. Yeah, have y'all ever seen the Malcolm X movie? Zoop soups, we was fly doing Black and Tropics, Bronzeville. And once I discovered all these things, I was like, oh, so this is what's missing. We don't know this about each other. We don't know that since Africa, we've been making money. Since Africa, we've been warriors. And when we, unfortunately, was brought here through the slave trade, we was brought here because we was carpenters, electricians, architects, medicine men, and women. First midwives. We did all these things outside of being warriors, because we was called Mandinka, as a big warrior tribe. You couldn't touch them with a spear. It's cold, which is why we're a Nigerian shirt to this day. So when I took ancestry tests, they like, oh, you 30% Nigerian, Igbo. My grandfather's from Georgia, and you Mali, and you Congolese, and you Bantu. And once I started researching like who these people was as far as being my ancestors, because ancestors became a new term for me when I discovered purpose. I was like, oh, okay, no, ancestors is this. When I say ancestors, I'm talking about, okay, I'm Bantu, and that's the region from South Africa. And it's strong people as far as being Bantu because South Africa also experienced what you call a civil rights movement. Anybody heard about the thing called apartheid? Y'all heard that term before? Yeah. Who? Oh, look at you. What you know? What is it?
I was like book in school. I don't remember like about two races, like different races in certain countries.
Mm-hmm. And that happened in Africa. So apartheid is Africa's civil rights.
It was
South Africa's civil rights. So going back to the point of when I say you believe Africans don't know what it's like to be black and discriminatory things in the experiences, like we don't have nothing in common with each other, that's false. Because they experience racism too. They experience being labeled black and having to go to only black theaters.
Alright, so like, when you say, like, racial discrimination, do you mean like how they own the town? Because I know like they be certain tribes like the Hutus and the Hutus. So is it like that, or is it just like all around?
That's called tribalism. Tribalism is different. Unfortunately, the quickest thing I can compare tribalism to is the gangs. If you got on a certain color, I don't beef with you, I don't rock with you, because you got on that color and you from this block. But little do we know, if you think about it, ain't we both African? Ain't we both black? I'm pretty sure, oh boy, they got on red, know Trayvon too. Know what Day too, know Andre too. Who mama cook grits in the morning and cheese, you know what I'm saying? The same dynamic when you go home. Am I right or wrong? You done been in plenty of your homies' cribs, it's from this side and that side, and y'all all eating the same food in the morning, and you chopping it up. Y'all all going to church, X, Y, Z. So, I started doing podcasts, and I started getting on the internet once I found my purpose. I said, no, man, I got to tell guys, I got to tell the neighborhood, I got to tell the whole world. I got to let us know we got to be enlightened that we are great and still can be great. To this day, we can make new Black Wall Streets. We can make black businesses and put black police officers in our neighborhood and actually keep us safe and don't judge us for having locks or having tattoos. I got tattoos now. And it was crazy because I didn't get tattoos for the longest because I knew that they was looking for who? black men with locks or not, with tattoos, tatted up, XYZ judging all of us. I got pulled over. Luckily, I talked my way out of that one. See, I keep telling y'all, why I keep telling y'all I keep getting pulled over? This is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be a look at something.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been locked up. So by the grace of God, it was a reason for me to be here today to tell you that He's going to lead you to your greatness, and you're going to find purpose, and you're going to do something with your life. That's why I'm here today. They pay me to be here. So once I discovered all that and I hopped on the internet, any of y'all make videos on the internet? On TikTok? Anybody else? How many views you got?
I be on live like
You got 700? Okay, that's an accomplishment. No, I'm clapping up, boy. You know people don't get 100. What's up, bro? YouTube, who got 11K? On what? Streaming, gaming? On TikTok?
I got 2,700.
You got 2,700. Okay, that's an accomplishment. What's up, man?
My best videos got 8K.
8K? 80K? Oh, okay, you went viral. I clapped it up. That's
No, that's my best video.
okay. All right, congratulations. Now, you know you can make money from the internet?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I found my purpose, I started posting content, and you say what? You do. Consistency is key in this game, and even in business. When champs talk to you about being an entrepreneur, and that's on any level, no matter if you're doing restaurants, content creation.
Like sometimes I post like 2 TikToks a day, and then I start getting way more followers. Then I'll stop like for some days, and they won't flow in like how they usually.
So algorithm work funny. Now, what ended up happening was I popped 1 million views, and it wasn't on TikTok. It was actually on Facebook. They like, what? Yeah, I popped 1 million views on Facebook. Now you would think,
How many followers you have?
all in all, I have 45,000 followers collectively on social media and their platforms. Majority of them is 37 on TikTok. 37K. I have 37,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, so I'm an actual influencer. I can pay brands come and collab with me, so you can make your possibilities real with influence. That's how I ended up becoming a speaker. I just talk about all these things in real life when I get on stage, but I make videos also. And consistency is key, because I started to get known as, oh, that's the pro-black man that talk about all this Africanness, and he want black people to be together, because I talk about money too. I tell people that you can make a lot of money. Brands will reach out to you to promote their products. Now there's a thing called a niche. And I'm going to tell you about the business aspect of what it is I do. There's a thing called a niche that you will have to discover what that is. You know what I'm saying? What type of creator YouTube are you going to be when you step out here? Are you going to be, you can make it about anything. If you want to ball, you know what I'm saying? It's a Muslim girl right now. She viral for balling in her job. And y'all know what a job is?
Yeah.
Right, it's a formal wear for Muslim girls, but she balls and like she gets viral videos for doing that, because nobody expects the Muslim girl to be out here crossing, dudes twice her size, but she cold like that. But that's a niche, and then consistency. So then once brands see that you can bring a crowd and even teach them something, because being versatile is key. And there's nothing wrong with intelligence. You have to grow as you become a better businessman. Okay? So when we start talking about, oh, I don't want to show my intelligence because I don't want to look lame, and no, skip all that. You got to get that out your face, because honestly, some of the greatest men who actually pushed the note for y'all is people. They're intelligent. Malcolm was intelligent. King was intelligent. Who y'all know that's intelligent? What you would count as intelligent? LeBron starts whole foundations. Intelligent man, because you need, what do they call it on the court when you use your intelligence? IQ. You need IQ when you're making up a play. You gotta know, if Buddy is trying to set up the whole charge right here on this side, I gotta sweep this play or that play, or has the facilitator as the point guard on the court. So intelligence is always used in industries. It's just not pointed out as often as to what type of intelligence you use, what you need. You feel me? So as I end my story, I'm gonna end it here. Once I found my purpose, I started making money, and brands started wanting to collab with me, and I done broke 1 million views each year. I done did this more than once on multiple platforms. So like viral is just, it is what it is. But I'm proud because I understood that it worked, and that there's a group of people, especially young black men, who want to learn about what it means to be a successful influencer, what it means to be an African man. You know, why do I wear locks? Why is that a strength? You know what I'm saying? How do I build a black business and so forth and so on? Purpose. And then, I grew up in the statistic. I am not supposed to be up here speaking to you. I'm supposed to be locked up somewhere with what the world believes we are as a people, with all the other thugs and hoodlums. Because I grew up what? I'm from the south side of Chicago, from the Hundreds, in a single-family household, no father. And as soon as I stepped outside, it's what? It's crackheads out there. It's everybody out, you know, all the other elements out there that's supposed to lead me to get locked up. But I'm here today speaking to you. And I get paid to do it. Alright? So, now, anybody got questions, answers? What's going on? Industry, what do you do? What you do, man? Yeah, what's your question? Then I'm gonna ask you.
Well, I was gonna rebut like what you were saying, like partnerships, like corporate. So, like I was like researching like sole proprietors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like in your position, would you take a sole proprietor or a partnership in your vision, in your business?
So I have an LLC for my brand. So I'm called Afro the Prince for my brand LLC. Sole proprietorship is one entity, and a lot of people change entities or different ways you label your business for tax purposes, to save taxes.
Wait, so with your LLC, it would still take taxes out, or?
Yeah, all entities take taxes. It's just you find the tax breaks.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you based on the structure and what it is that you're trying to do, you should probably start off as a sole proprietorship, DPA. DPA is doing business as, or you go straight into LLC. I went straight into LLC because it was just the easiest process for me to set up. There's a CPA. CPA is like your tax advisor, the person you talk to about, hey, I'm trying to start this clothing brand. Or, because I own my trademark. So all the artists in the room, all the artists, R&B or rappers, you want to own, y'all know about King Von, right? Yeah. Right? Everybody know about King Von, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of the things, if you ever pay attention to King Von in his videos, is that he talks about ownership. All rappers actually do, but I'm just pointing out King Von because he owns his masters before he died, and his family get royalties. And I trademarked my name so nobody can take it from me because I built a platform of over 37,000 people. So if, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna try to steal my stilo and my niche. Like, no, you gotta pay me. If you try to copyright, I'm suing you on licensing and so forth and so on. But I own it outright. Feel me? So,
Same thing Michael Jordan did with his image, right?
Michael Jordan owns his image. Superman, that's him. So ownership is one of the most important things you can start off doing in business. Any other questions? Anything you're interested in?
How long you been a speaker?
How long have I been a speaker?
Yeah.
I've been a speaker for about 2 years now. Yeah, I've been a speaker for about 2 years. I've spoken at other youth organizations. What's up, man? Okay, I've spoken at other youth organizations. I've spoken at schools. I've spoken at conferences. I've actually done a few things. It was just actually how I ended up. Y'all know Big Twine?
Yeah.
Right. So Big Twine is my homie, and I met Big Twine because of consistency. Big Twine, I remember. I met Victoire because I was out here following purpose. So I said, I'm gonna do a flash mob, right? And it's called Black Men's Wear. So Black Men's Wear is an organization that wants to change the way the world view black men. So we dress up in suits, and we go down and we do flash mobs. We pick a location and we pop up. And I'm talking about black men from everywhere, every background of life, African, Jamaican, any type of black man you can imagine. We all standing there, and we standing there in solidarity because we want to show y'all that there is no judgment here. There is no, oh man, I think you're better than me, and you don't know nothing about me, or you know what I'm saying, I'm hating on you. No, we know we exist as black men in this world, but we love each other, and it's not wrong with showing your bro love, bro. It's not wrong with that, being there for your homie and being there for your neighbor, so. Cause y'all are in the same predicament. You don't want him to go to jail. Do he want you to go? Nah, he really don't. He don't want you to get shot. So that's the point. But because I did that, I ended up speaking at an organization at a school out here on 111th, and I bumped into Victoire. And that was then me and Victoire. I was like 20, 21. That was then me and Victoire. We been cool. That's my homie. He know how hard I go. He be like, bro, you serious? That's how I ended up meeting corporate. My nephews. Which is why I go so hard for Champs, because I know what they really do. Champs is the reason I'm at Wallow. Y'all heard of Wallow from Big Dog Work the Game?
Yeah.
Who said yeah? Right. So, but I realized that they serious about doing these things for y'all. They giving out J's, corporate pulling up, taking my nephews to the Big 3 game. So I come here today because we need a speaker to show them that no, we got full, we bring people and people with caliber. You know what I'm saying? To really try to tell y'all that it's opportunities out here no matter how you want to go about it. No matter what industry you want to be in, there's opportunities here. Yes.
You're entrepreneur, so how many jobs or how many activities that you do now versus your main job, your podcast, is there anything else you do besides the influence in the podcast?
So as far as entrepreneurship, you can have levels to that. Entrepreneurship is not just one thing. If you want to own 5 businesses, you can, but you're going to take about 1,400 hours. Because it's not easy running a business, okay? Because you got to do back office, you got to do payroll, you got to do all the paperwork, you got to set up meetings. You know, you are the facilitator. When you first starting out, you the assistant. You're not just the CEO. You know what I'm saying? You are the boss. Don't get me wrong. You should have a boss man's mindset. Rick Ross tells you about this all the time. I'm a boss man's mindset. You should, but understand that being a boss means that you got to do all the grip work. So you got to make all the phone calls. You got to go downtown, change the grip work.
Alright, so like for your trials and errors on like spending your hard-earned time, your money, your business, what's some things that made you like you can quit right now? I got too much on the plan. Like I need somebody that's like reliable or reliable that can come out
What that would be was probably like my partner. You know what I'm saying? So, and my vision. I'm trying to buy my OG a crib through speaking and through entrepreneurship, and presidential vending is my actual business. You know, speaking is my career, presidential vending is my business. The vending machines and so forth, and you know, X, Y, Z. But it was that. You know, I got tired of my mom. My mom's still in the hood. But I'm growing in the vision to get her out of our conditions. I'm gonna buy her a crib. It's like pretty much y'all vision, right? Y'all want your moms and your life to be different. You don't want to keep living in where we are, where we at. We all be tired of that. So it was that. That's what made me say, no, I can't quit. You know, I got to show my nieces going off to college that we do this. That is grind and it can pay off. As again, when I found my purpose, it paid off. I'm standing here speaking to you today. So, yeah. What's up, man?
But what motivates you every month to go?
What want to keep me doing it?
Yeah.
I got a comment. I'm going to tell you right now. I got a comment on one of my posts last night. It's funny you asked me that. I said, and I told people about, you know, believing it. When you an influencer, believe in what you do. Believe in your purpose. So I posted, I was like, I make content for black unity. I'm hard on that. I don't take it back. I don't shade from it. And on the African diasporic outlook, I tell and I teach black people about how we're more alike than different as a short version of the niche, what it is. So when I posted that and made the comment, the girl I knew from high school, she was like, I love your content. I don't want you to change. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. I appreciate that. She fine too. So, you know. But yeah, it's stuff like that. That motivates me to let me know that what I'm doing is not worth it. It's outside of getting paid for what I do. You know what I'm saying? People paying attention. These people from high school, you feel me? Bro. I remember when I went viral, right? This is how I knew a dude knew me. I went viral, it was a clip, he got over 500,000 views. Dude typed in the comments, he said my name, word for word. Marcellus, you know that's my name. Hey yo, it's Maurice from XYZ, and he said my high school. He like, yeah, XYZ from Harlem. I see you doing woo woo, and I'm like, oh, he know me. This ain't no bot, no. I'm like, oh, okay. And then people started like, hey bro, how'd you meet Big Twan? How you meet Corporate? How you meet Wallow? You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. Any other questions? What's up, man?
So when you finally did get that like that fame or like being viral, how do you feel like being like this? Like I can't believe this, or was like unbelievable to you?
It was unbelievable. That meal, I ain't gonna lie. When I looked at my phone, they said you got 1 million views on Facebook and you going viral on TikTok, and you know people sending me messages and DMs. So I love your content, I love you, King. I was like, oh, okay. But it was because of those moments that I knew that I was doing something that had purpose, that had vision, and God sent me on this path to do it. So I said, no, ain't no stopping. Ain't no, it's up from here. If I can do this and make impact in regular people's lives, because it's not about notoriety, to tell you the truth. It's the regular people. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all. It's the everydays that was like, oh, okay, if he can do it. That's why I tell people, man, just post. If you want to do anything, just do it. And lo and behold, it's a possibility you can change your life. Now it's gonna take grit. This ain't happened to me overnight. This entity didn't happen to me overnight. But I know it's a real thing. So when you say you want to be a rapper, when you say you want to be a singer, I don't laugh at that. I say, no, do it. Because you'll be surprised how many cold people, The Weeknd, Lil Wayne, Lil Durk, XYZ, all these people made it because they had grit and believed in their dreams. Travis Scott, J. Cole, they don't talk about different rap. Nipsey is my favorite. He is my favorite artist. Nipsey, while he told you about the real conditions and what we really going through in our neighborhoods and just in the hoods, even though he's from LA, he was smart. Nipsey wasn't dumb. He did a whole clothing brand on the whole shopping mall. That's called real estate. That's commercial real estate. When you get outside of homes, that's called commercial real estate.
Did he open up like a school or something, like strictly for music?
I believe he did, but I know who also did was Herbo. And I met Herbo. Herbo Smart.
I met her too.
Herb Smart.
That's
Mm-hmm. So Herb was trying to help open up schools and talk about mental health. Because I know y'all be stressing. I know it might not be comfortable to talk about it with your OG. You know what I'm saying? Even especially with your homies, you know what I'm saying? We be judging and so forth, but you know what I'm saying? But it be for real. And I understand that. It ain't easy when a buddy from around the corner trying to pop you. It's not easy. But you're gonna make it through. Especially if you continue to do the right thing. That's why I commend all y'all for being in this program. And this program will pay off for you. Okay? Y'all agree with that? Yeah? Alright. That's my time. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all listening. Y'all was very attentive. Y'all want to do some testimonies, take some pictures. Y'all got any more questions before I go?
We can give Mr. Marcus a big round of applause.
I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all if y'all want my contact information. Anybody want my contact information before y'all go?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'll take your picture.
Everybody, who got Instagram? Everybody got Instagram? Alright, so
You gotta fuck me back though, bro, 'cause I don't play that.
how y'all follow you back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, follow that too.
I got you. I'll follow you back. Alright, look, so this is my Instagram. My Instagram is Afro_the Prince. That's my name. It's trademarked with my brand. Afro the Prince. But it's
I see
Afro.
it.
Hey, y'all man getting around him and I get some pictures real quick. I'll step up here.
Who is
I need that follow.
Evo09? Okay. That Mike, I got you.
See that?
Afro Kim.
Black.
Let's go.